I hope you got your coffee. Are you sitting down? Please stop apologizing. Please stop apologizing. Oh, I love to hear of apologies. I believe in reconciliation. I believe in cooperation, but stop apologizing for following specific procedures in the middle of a war. Let me read to you what Representative Alan West said from Florida concerning these soldiers who have recently died due to the Koran burning in Afghanistan. He says, and I quote, "I want to extend my sincere condolences to the families of the Army colonel and major who were killed by the Afghanistan security forces over this burning Koran episode. If we had resolute leadership, including the White House, we would have explained that these Islamic terrorists, enemy combatants, being detained at the Parwan facility, had used the Koran to write jihadist messages to pass to others. In doing so, they violated their own cultural practice and defiled the Quran. Furthermore, they turned the Quran into contraband. Therefore, Islamic cultural practices and Parwan detention facility procedures support the burning of all contraband. Instead, here we go again, offering apology after apology and promising to hold those responsible and accountable. Responsible for what? When tolerance becomes a one-way street, it leads to cultural suicide. This time, it immediately led to the deaths of 2 American warriors. America's awaiting the apology from President Karzai. 2 of these 2 soldiers he's talking about, the Army colonel and the major. The major, it touches my heart because one of my subscribers to this YouTube channel and a partner of Paul Begley Prophecy Ministries, his name is Jeff Kruger. Jeff lives in Baltimore, Maryland. And the church he attends, this major is a member of, a father, a husband, and a father of 4. He's dead. He's dead because he was assassinated by his own soldiers, Afghani soldiers that were supposed to be on his side. When faced with rage over the Quran, they turned on the American leadership. Let me explain to you why the apology failed. It was reported by Fox News, this report. Obama says his apology over the Quran burnings calmed anti-U.S. violence in Afghanistan. Really? It calmed it? Then I'd hate to see if they were mad. They're burning half the cities down. They're flipping cars. They're shooting their own people in the streets. They're strapping on suicide vests. And another 4 American soldiers were murdered at the hands of another Afghan soldier again. What? You're calming it down? Let me read the article. Let me read the article. President Barack Obama, and I'm praying for the president. Don't misunderstand me here. I don't have a political agenda at all. I'm not political. I'm concerned. We got dead soldiers over here for doing what the protocol, for following procedure. They were given direct orders to take the contraband and burn it. Direct orders. Are you going to court-martial these guys for this? Really? Are you serious? President Barack Obama said his apology for burning the Qurans at the U.S. military base has calmed things down in Afghanistan after the incident triggered an outbreak of violence that left 4 U.S. service members and dozens of Afghanistans dead last week. And on Thursday, 2 more Americans. That's yesterday. That's these 2 I'm talking about. Yesterday, March the 1st, 2012. 2 more American troops were reported killed by an Afghan soldier. and civilians opening fire on them. And in an interview with ABC News' Bob Woodruff that aired Wednesday, Obama was asked if he thought this apologizing to Afghan counterpart President Karzai had improved the situation on the ground. And the president's reply, it calmed things down. I guess it calmed things down just about as much as the stimulus package has lifted up the American economy. I mean, let's face it, folks. In 2010, we had a record year of home foreclosures. Record. Only to be smashed, broken again the next year, last year, 2011. Only to be destroyed in the numbers this year. There will be more home foreclosures in 2012 than 2010 and 11 combined. Our unemployment numbers aren't going down, folks. It's the number of 99ers that have already drawn out all their unemployment, still can't find jobs. Their numbers going up. The real unemployment numbers are near 20%. Let's quit apologizing. Let's quit masquerading and wearing some type of facade of leadership, as all of us need to realize we're in a world of trouble. This is not the summer of recovery. I think it's becoming the year of discovery. We're discovering that we're broke, we're busted, we're disgusted. We're in wars that we need, get out of there. Osama bin Laden is dead. Let's get out of there. You got bigger problems right now. You got radical Islamic jihadist Masoud Ahmadinejad of Iran working day and night and overtime to build and to enrich uranium, to prepare for nuclear weapons, and has promised that he wants to use them upon the nation of Israel and wipe Jerusalem off the face of the map. Fulfilling biblical prophecy found in this precious holy book called the Bible in Psalms 83. There is an intifada been declared on Israel. There is a jihad. We got real problems. We got gas pumps the gas is over $6 a gallon in Florida. Getting closer to $5 in California. And baby, you ain't seen nothing yet. Wait till the tankers are hit with torpedoes from submarines from Iranian ships, and watch the Straits of Hormuz bleed black in oil, and you will see an absolutely apocalyptic collapse of biblical proportions upon the economy. But wait, let's apologize for following protocol, procedure. Tell the truth. We've probably burned 500 Korans since the war began. And we should probably burn as many more as it takes. Not because it's a Koran. If it was a Bible, you should burn it. If they were using the Bible, tearing out pages, writing it and passing stuff, and turning this into a means of communication of war, the same procedure would apply. Obama says, we're not out of the woods yet. Oh, I know that. We're not out of the woods at all. We're going deep, deep, deeper into the woods. Now, let me say this. These young men that have died, they're in war. They're soldiers. They knew the risk. They went to fight for their country. And they bled and they died in the sands of Afghanistan and in the sands of Iraq. And we got soldiers all over the world willing to stand and fight and take a bullet for every one of us to have this freedom of speech that we have. And the right to assemble, the right to worship, and the right to speak out. And Mr. President, we're praying. We're praying, and we're not expecting you to be perfect. We don't expect you to always hit it right on the money. We're not criticizing you. I'm not criticizing you. I'm just saying, appeasement has never worked. Ask Jimmy Carter. Appeasement, the doctrine of appeasement never works. You must show strength. You must have the guts to stare the enemy in the eye and say, oh, no, no, no. You people better not even as much as light a firecracker in the streets. We'll bring the hammer down. This is procedure. Why are we apologizing? Who is leaking it? Who is setting these young men up to be killed like this? Who is doing these things? Pray for our country, America. Pray for the world. Pray for the peace of Jerusalem. Pray for the President of the United States. And I pray for him. I do. In Jesus' name.